Okay, Jason, thank you. Well, Cleveland and Parma police are investigating the cause of a fatal accident that took the lives of two young men and left a 19-year-old girl recovering at Metro Health Medical Center tonight. It happened near the Interstate 176 and 480 West interchange. Police say the SUV lost control and flipped, landing on Brook Park Road. News Channel 5's Alicia Ciccolone talked exclusively with one of the victims' mothers, and she is in the newsroom live with much more on this story. Alicia?
Well, Tracy, the driver's mother told me her son went to help a friend that needed a ride when he fell asleep at the wheel. The girl passenger tried to help by grabbing the wheel, and then the SUV they were in went out of control. This is an accident the mother says should have never happened. But what bothers her more is she has yet to talk to any police officials. Tracy Andino got a phone call just before 6 o'clock this morning that her 22-year-old son, Christopher Wiktrowski, was in a horrible accident with two of his friends. But Tracy says the information came from a friend of the family, not from police.
Because nobody had called us. We had no idea what even city. I mean, he could have been in Youngstown for all we knew.
The only information Tracy says she knew for sure was the victims were brought to Metro Health Medical Center. Tracy and her family immediately got in the car and drove there.
And on the way there, we got another phone call that one of the boys out of the two that were in the car, there was two boys and a girl in the car, one of the boys had passed away, or they lost him, but then they got him back and they were still working on him.
Tracy was hoping the boy they revived was her son. But when she got to the hospital, no one knew where Christopher was. And Tracy says there was a lot of confusion.
Matter of fact, the one officer said, "Come on, I'll take you down." And as he was taking me down, the nurse stopped him and said, "No, that's not the right family." And everybody was going back and forth. But nobody was telling me anything.
And Tracy says finally one nurse came up to her and told her the news she wasn't prepared to hear.
He says, your son probably died at the scene because he didn't come here. He gave us the phone number and said that we needed to try to contact the coroner's office.
Tracy went to the coroner's office and finally found her son there.
I had to look at my son through a window to identify him.
Well, Tracy says she still hasn't gotten any calls from police all day today, even as the day has gone on. She is planning her son's funeral now and also hoping to get some kind of closure from investigators very soon. Now, Tracy, a fund has been set up in her son's name at Dollar Bank. The other boy who died in the accident, police are saying, is 23-year-old Daryl Mays from Strongsville. Live, Alicia Ciccolone, News Channel 5.
That's a sad story, Alicia. Thanks for your live report.